the one thing that I love about your work. You think out of the box. I love it. I love it. How about Devon Morgan?
Okay, well, hi, Gene. My name is Devon Morgan.
Howdy.
I am a voice actor myself, and I've recently started in Matthew's Eevee cartoons. My first one being Dusky Views Devon, and I'm pretty much gonna start in more in the near future.
Cool, very cool.
My question to you is that, like, when you was like, did you do one of the voices for one of your cartoons, the recent one that we watched, the first cartoon that we saw?
Which cartoon? Oh, I mean, on the cartoons you're seeing today, or before today?
The ones that we saw.
Today? No, I didn't do any voices on these. They're doing all the voices. In fact, I forgot to tell you on Bubbles Troubles, that scene you guys seem to like, where the bad dog sticking his head in the doghouse and the good dog just sticks his head out. Those two dogs are all voiced by the same guy.
Ah!
Wow.
And most people think it's two different voices. It's Kwame. His name is Kwame Ricks, and he's an amazing voice. Oh, one more thing was, you know, when the big dog is trying to bite, and you hear the bang, bang, bang really sound loud.
Yeah.
We make our own sound effects. So that sound effect was, I took a metal chair, and we had a piece of tubing, PVC pipe, and it was bang, 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 and that was.
Oh my God.
And every once in a while we come up with our own sound effects. Like what was it? We got. I guess you didn't see this film, but we had one where this guy is at Yosemite, and he's climbing that. Yeah. It's called Taken for Granted. The guy's putting his piton in there, and then the whole mountain just crumbles from that one piton out from under him, and he falls. And we were looking around for a mountain crumbling sound on the internet, and there wasn't any mountain crumbling sounds. So it turned out that every other day I shared this room with an art teacher, and she had this box that looked like a popcorn box, a square popcorn box. It's plastic. And she kept all her scissors in there. And this one of the guys who was assisting me as a teacher, he goes, shakes the thing against the microphone, and it sounded like a mountain falling down. So we used it for that. And then we had another one called the Bland Canyon, where there's no echo in the Grand Canyon, so the forest ranger has to be the echo for anybody that yells something. Right. And so we had when one of the guests is insulted and walking off in a huff, we wanted to have dirt sound. The only footsteps we could find was on linoleum, you know, hear an echoing down the hall. And we had a door that there's this little burlap bag, and they're always using it to keep the door open. And it turned out it had charcoal in it, and it was a thing for, I guess, sterilizing something. And I picked the thing up, and I went, boom, 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 and it sounded like dirt, footsteps in dirt. And the other thing, we had another one where we had horses. And the old thing they used to do in radio was they had coconut shells to make a sound like horses. We didn't have any coconut shells, but I remember there was a party like a week back in the office, and they had these plastic champagne glasses. So I took the stems off and just had the bowls and went cloppity, 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 clop, and then we lowered the pitch and it sounded like horses' hooves. So it's fun making up sound effects.
Very cool. Very cool. Kevin Ewing.
Yeah, I really liked what you were doing on those cartoon films. I think I think you really made it real with the sound effects and things that you've been using. I loved that moment inside the plot of the cartoon thing from Bubble Troubles, the ones. Yeah, and then I found out about people doing the sound effects from that, and that made it much more real. And wow, and that's really really amazing that you got into what you got into a lot,
I
and
love that. Exactly what
yeah.
Kevin said too. When did you know, when did you get into animation?
Well, me?
Yeah.
Well, it was 1978. I just got divorced, and I thought I was up in Oregon. And I thought suddenly everything that I thought in my life was just suddenly upended. And I thought, I got nothing to lose. I'm going to head for Los Angeles and see if I can make it in cartoons. And I was lucky enough. The second week I was there, they were it was just pure luck. They needed anybody who was breathing at Bakshi to finish Lord of the Rings on time. So I got in there, and that got me in.
Now, what were you doing before animation?
The closest I had to anything, I worked in a film lab, just organizing film up in Portland, Oregon. The guy that did the California Raisins, he had all these films processed there. So that's the closest I came. I actually tried to get down to Hollywood 3 times, and the third time was the charm.
Right. Persistence.
Yeah.
Matthew Payne.
You never give up.
Yeah. So the designs of the characters in the movies that you've shown today, are they your students' designs, or do they sometimes give you an idea and you design characters?
I can help. I can help everyone.
Yeah.
Je kunt mee zien houden. We get people in the past seeing the what he gave us bubble trouble. He had to do what your favorite movie. Yes, so came up with a slow idea, and we had we had screenwriting, and what screenwriting was we had our own screen. Can you help me out? Can you help me out?
Yeah, well, on Bubbles Troubles, I was still drawing and having them as assistants. But all these other films, except for that one, they're all drawing it all themselves. I'll tell them, yeah, you ought to make that nose a little straighter or something. But they're doing all the drawing, and they're doing all the designing too.
Now, do you treat, beside teaching the animation? Screenwriting, or what are the different classes you teach?
Well, I've been teaching. I teach all kinds of stuff now, but yeah, I like I teach voice acting, so I teach them how to do voices because I learned from Dallas McKennon, who did all the voices for the Archie cartoons, and so I learned all the tricks that he had told me, and so teach them that, and then screenwriting, so show them how to come up with an idea, and how to stretch it out and make it work. And then I'll show them how to draw. The other thing I'm doing now is I noticed a lot of people when they draw, they always draw from the front.
Uh-huh.
So I've got a class now where drawing your character from every angle. And
Drawing character, and the can I say something on that?
yeah, go ahead.
Drawing angry ego Mac he can like everything like he wanted him to do it from a corner to corner point right thing corner point to
Yeah. Well, the thing is that actually one of the bus drivers, I was like, why does everybody just draw from the front? And he says that's because they always see themselves in a mirror. Because nobody's got they got a mirror like this. Nobody's got a mirror like in a clothing store where you can see yourself from every angle.
Right.
But the funny thing is, everybody's taking selfies, and they always take selfies like this. Nobody takes a selfie like this or this or this, so you can see all the way around. So
Or the bottom of their foot.
yeah. So I'm trying. I'm breaking them to that habit so they can start seeing the world three-dimensionally.
Hey, this is a question for Jared. Jared Kalb, right?
Yeah.
Jared, how many productions have you worked on with Gene?
well all right I can't count them all, but I've been really having been out with a lot of stuff. You could, yeah, it's just in the ball go, and he was gonna make a cartoon, and not only cartoons, but he was gonna make a movie with other like in the can you hear me?
Yeah. Well, I think Jared's probably 20 or 30 cartoons he's helped me out on.
This is
Jared, I call Jared my right-hand man. There's because we're always doing something technical on the computer, and I'm always running into some technical problem where I'm swearing a blue streak.
we all get into those moods, don't we?
Yeah, and Jared, even when I'm not, even when he isn't here, when I'm home, I still hear this voice. Sounds just like Jared saying, "Look it up on YouTube, Gene."
I know.
And Jared always helped me find the answer.
Yeah.
Austin, Vance.
Hi, I'm Austin Vance, and I'm an animator as well.
Cool.
And I got a question. What is your favorite part of the whole animation process?
Well, probably thinking up the idea. When you're actually drawing it, that's where the work comes in. But thinking up the idea is the real fun part. And the thing is the way your brain works. There's a left brain and a right brain, and there's a rational brain, and there's the little kid kind of brain, the right side of the brain. And I think I'm more right brain than left brain. I'm not logical. So right brain people are good at starting a project and terrible at finishing it. Left brain people are terrible at starting a project but great at finishing it. So not too many people are balanced So, but so I'm good at starting a project, and then I have to just work at it to finish it. So
You know, I have a couple of things. I mean, you wrote a book, how to get a job in animation and keep it. And
yeah,
and then you also have this film, Created Equal: The Art and Artist of Alchemy.
yeah, that's the documentary. It's you can see it on gumroad.com.
And so nobody man, Silly Newmar was a narrator for that.
Yeah, Julie Newmar narrated Created Equal: The Art and Artist of Alchemy. It focuses on 4 artists of Alchemy. And the other thing with Julie is for the one of the breakthroughs we had was Julie, her son John, has been having birthday parties at the United Cerebral Palsy Center in Culver City, and so he every year until this pandemic came along, for the five 6 years we've been doing. She sends up the raw footage, like about 4 hours of footage.
Right.
And these guys, we look at it and we boil it down to about 3 minutes. And these guys are getting to be really good editors. Yeah, you can lose that part. Yeah, they get it cut down. They're really good editors now. They know how to drag and drop and where to cut. You know.
Well, it's an art to take 4 hours of footage and make it into 3 minutes.
Yeah. These guys have been doing it for about 5 years.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of those too. I've seen a couple of her birthday parties, and I went, that's Jean's edit, and Alchemy.
Yeah, these guys are amazing.
Yeah. Was there any other one more thing that you wanted to?
Can I show a couple of films? I got two more.
Oh, sure. Whatever you like.
All right, let me see if let me share screen. Actually, let me load it up here so I don't have too much dead air.
And while you're loading up, I'm going to throw out a name to you, which I saw on your site.
Okay.
Pickle Puss.
Oh, Pickle Puss. Yeah, that's Pickle Puss. I haven't done anything on Pickle Puss for a little while, but Pickle Puss, every Wednesday I was coming up with a new Pickle Puss cartoon. He's basically based on my stand-up comedy routines, and so I would give him a one-liner once a week. And he's a sarcastic cat who just kind of has my voice.
I love it.
So let's see. This is full screen. So here's share screen. This is called the Hokey Pokey Hotline.
Oh, I love this one.
You've seen this one?
No,
I see this one too.
I love this one. Yeah.
I think it's really funny.
Hokey Pokey Hotline.
I'm having trouble with my hokey pokey.
What's the trouble, sir?
I don't know my hokey from my pokey. Can you walk me through it?
Yes, I can walk you through it. Now put your left foot in.
What?
Put your left foot in, sir.
Left foot?
Your left foot. Are you putting your left foot in, sir?
Yes, I am.
Take your left foot out. Did you take your left foot out, sir?
Yes, I did.
Now put your left foot back in.
Okay.
And shake it all about. Did you put your left foot in, sir?
Yes, I did.
Are you shaking it all about?
Yes, I am.
Now put your right foot in. What happened, sir?
I was still shaking my left foot. And then you said, put my right foot in. I had both feet in midair.
I'm sorry, sir. I should have told you to take your left foot out first.
That's okay.
Is your left foot out?
Yes, it is.
Now put your right foot in.
Okay.
Now put your left foot in.
Okay.
Do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. happen now?
You told me to turn yourself around, so I did a cartwheel fell on the table.
I should have specified. I meant keep your feet on the floor when you turn yourself around. Let's try it again.
No thanks, you helped me enough already. My back can't stand any more help.
You're welcome, sir. Call back any time. The Hokey Pokey Hotline, that's what we're all about.
Kimberly did the voice on that one. The one thing I forgot back on Bubbles Troubles, the old lady that owns the dog, that was Sophia, the girl that wrote the thing. She did the voice of the old lady.
Love it.
And let me show one more.
So you have different writers for all the films?
These I've been writing.
Wonderful.
They'll throw in a joke here every once in a while, but sometimes it's a little. If we have to wait to get an idea, we'll be waiting for a while. So just keep it going, and then we have something for everybody to draw. Let's see. Well, let me get that big, and then am I still sharing screen, or do I have to do it
Not
again?
yet.
Okay, let me try. Wait a minute here. Oops. Where did my? There it is.
Let's Wilfer here. We're at the Senate. They are about to repeal law of gravity. Speaker's calling the meeting to order. Let's take you to the floor right now. Not that floor.
The chair recognizes the senator from Alabama. Mr. Speaker, I propose we repeal the law of gravity. It's holding back business.
That's the stupidest idea I ever heard.
I second it. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Are you kidding me?
All opposed say nay.
Nay.
The ayes have it. The motion carries.
What? The Senate has just repealed the law of gravity. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something's happening on the floor. Senators are floating up in the air. It's unbelievable. Oh no. They're headed for the ceiling. Oh no. They're crashing through the ceiling. They're floating up in the sky. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This just in. People all over America are floating into space. It's Wilfer, on location in space. Senator, how can you voice this bad idea on the American people?
I may voice it, but they second it.
Mr. Speaker, I propose we reinstate the law of gravity. Aye. Let's Wilfer here. The Senate and everyone in America are plummeting toward the earth. Amendment! Amendment! I hope you learned your lesson.
Mr. Speaker, I propose we repeal the second law of thermodynamics. It's holding back business.
What?